Sam back with another figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look. This is actually my first time reviewing these Halo figures. I think I played Halo several times. I'm not a big gamer. These were actually given to me by a friend to review, to see what I thought about them, and to see, you know, maybe to kickstart me back into playing video games, or just to see how the figures are, you know, themselves. But we're taking a look at Halo 4. This is what, Series 3 by McFarlane Toys, Todd McFarlane. The first figure on the, well, you can see there's 227 figures, and then the one on the left is 28. So you got 3 figures. They look great. The one on the left is JUL. I'm probably going to mess this up. JUL MDAMA. The middle one is Commander Sarah Palmer, and the one on the right is Spartan, I think it's Gabriel Thorne. So you got 3 figures here. We're gonna look at all 3 of them in one review. So it might be a little bit of a long review, so be prepared, guys. So each figure has an image of the character. You can see right here, the bigger character, JUL, you can see he has his image right there. Palmer has hers here, and then, Thorne. Thorne has his right there. So the packaging on this is pretty nice. On the back, I think we're missing one figure, and that is the red one here. So if you look right there, the Spartan Soldier is the one that we're missing, is the red one. You know, I honestly thought I did pick up the red one, but that he did give me the red one, but I guess not. Let's see right here. So you got all 3 figures right there on the back, which is pretty cool. Well, this is exclusive, huh? But I actually, you know, I've looked at these Halo figures for quite a while from McFarlane, and they look really, really good. I've always wanted to actually, you know, mess with the figures a little bit, and I believe, could be wrong, NECA made some 18-inch ones. But let's crack these guys open, and let's see how cool they really are. So here we have all 3 figures outside of the package, and they are great. You know, it makes me wonder, because McFarlane Toys did these figures, and the way they sculpted these, the paint applications and everything, the detail is just superb. And it makes me think, like, why can't they do this with a lot of the Walking Dead figures? I mean, some of the Walking Dead figures look pretty good. Some of them look pretty bad. Some of them just don't look good. I don't like how some of the joints look. But on these Halo figures, it really looks like they did a really good job, because, I mean, if you guys agree with me or not, the Walking Dead figures tend to have a lot of paint smudges. Some of the paint is wearing off on some of the figures. It's just some of the paint work on a lot of the Walking Dead figures look really, really messy. But on these, they all look to seem like perfect. They all look on point, and they come with each of them comes with some accessories, and they are very, very well articulated, and some of them are actually, one of them has a removable mask, which we'll get into in a second, but we're gonna look at one at a time. So the first one we're gonna look at is going to be JUL MDAMA. Now, this figure is fairly large. I'm gonna move all these 2 guys out of the way right here so we can take a close look at him. So you can see this one is the larger one of the group right here. So we'll get a little, let me see if I can pan this camera up a bit. So we'll get a close-up on him. He does come with this, like, plasma knife, which he does hold very, very well on his own, or plasma blades, whatever you want to call it. But you can see right here, as soon as the camera focuses in, you can see some of the little artwork or detail that's on it, like little lightning effects. And his hand pretty much just curls around this. He has a peg right there, because I think you can peg this on the side of his leg. Yes, you can. Camera's going out of focus. And then you got the handle right here, which looks pretty cool. If you can see that, handle looks great. So this is a very, very cool accessory. So it's, you know, a plastic material, so this is pretty cool right here. So I'm going to pan the camera back out, and we'll look at the character here. So you can see he is fairly large, like I said, compared to the other figures. The head sculpt looks great. This helmet is very nice. He's got this, like, clear little, you know, part right there at the top. You guys can let me know. Again, I'm not too familiar with the game. And you can see all the little, you know, he got the shoulder pads right here, which looks really cool. Looks like he has like a handprint on there, and then he's got another one. I don't know if it's a handprint supposed to be, like a handprint, or just their logo. He's got one on the left side of the chest as well, and then right there on the shoulder, and then right here on the back, he's got this really cool, like, backpack, I think it is, or I don't know exactly what it is. Right here, you guys can let me know in the comments down below. It's got this little part right here at the bottom. Very, very nice. This thing is sculpted so nice. And then you got the top of the head / neck right there. You can see all the great detail. And then on the shoulder, you can see a little bit of, like, the scaly skin, and the same thing with the forearms right there. And then the hands kind of reminds you of, like, I don't know, it kind of reminds you of like a giraffe, the way the paint looks. I don't even know if it's going to focus on the hand or not, but you can see the hands right there. They look really cool, and you can see the paint on the hands or on the arm. Looks very, very good. And the rest of the body armor is pretty much the same as the top. He's got these like knee pads right here, which have a little sharp point at the end. And then he has these crazy looking feet, which are fairly large. You can see right there. And it looks like it's like kind of like two-toed. And then there's the bottom right there. And there's a side view of the feet right here. And there's another look at the back of the legs. You guys can see the great detailing right there. Very cool. So now the mask is removable. So you can take that like mask or helmet, whatever you want to call it, off, and it looks pretty good. You can see some of the great detail on here. Very, very nice. There's the huge eye holes. There's the inside part. Very nice. And then I'll take out JUL right here, if I'm saying his name right. Look at that head sculpt, man. That is just insane. That looks great. Awesome detail. You can see the mouth area right here. You can see, you can make out some of the teeth that are in there and the redness, the red parts of the inside of the mouth. So this looks very, very good. Love how this came out. So nice. And you can make out the eyes as well. The skin looks great. Very long neck. Now, in the way of his, well, actually, before we get into the articulation on him, so you can't peg this in. There is a peg hole right there on the side of the leg, and you can peg the weapon there if you really, wanted to. But I think it looks cool. He has it on both sides of the legs. Now, in the way of his articulation, let's see. The head can rotate and kind of goes up and down. The actual neck part rotates as well and goes up and down. You can see that right there. And the actual head has articulation, and it kind of goes up and down as well. I don't think the mandibles go in and out. No, it is a soft material. You can make out some teeth in there, but it doesn't have like any articulation as far as it opening. The arms go in and out, forward and back. He's got a bend at the elbow, and you can rotate the lower arm. The wrist can rotate. It's on a hinge. It goes in and out, and the hands, the two fingers in the middle can close, so you can hold the weapon. As far as waist, he's got the upper torso rotation. No real ab crunch. The legs can rotate. They can go forward and back. He's got a bend at the knee, lower leg rotation. The foot's a little weird here. The actual foot can kind of rotate, not much, and doesn't really go in and up and down or forward and back. So he's got a good range of motion as far as articulation goes. A very, very cool looking figure. Let's now take a look at Commander Palmer. So here we have Commander Palmer. She has two pistols in hand, which she holds very, very well. So you can take these off right here. And I'll give you guys a close-up on the actual the weapon right here that she has. So you get two of these very cool looking pistols, and it has a huge peg right there. So that's in case you want to peg it on the sides of her legs, because she does have two of them. So you got that right there. There's a front look at it. Again, it's the same. Both of them are exactly the same. So you get two of them right there. Now, bringing out the character, I love the suit. I think this looks very, very badass. You can see the awesome detail in the whole like armor and in the helmet itself. That's one thing I've always loved about the Halo characters, is the way they look. You got the blue visor, you got the red paint throughout, and it also looks very weathered. See all the cool little detail in the top of the helmet. And then right here on the side of the arm, you can see how weathered that really is, how it looks, but it looks great. And then there's the lower part of the arm. And there's the hand or the gloves. There's the inside part of the hands. Here's a look at the back and the back of the helmet, which looks really cool. Again, look at all that great detail. Looks like she has a peg hole right in the center, right there at the back of the upper back. And then there's the lower back, the buttocks area, and then the lower armor, leg armor. You can see how cool that really looks. And then here's a side view of the legs, and you can see where the peg hole is right there. So if you want to place the weapons there, and then there's a look at the side view of the shoes or the boots, and then there's a front view, there's a top view, and then there's like the shin guards and stuff. Very well detailed. And then there's a bottom look at the feet, no peg holes. So the weapons, you can pretty much, if you wanted to, just peg them right there on the sides. But I mean, obviously I'm going to display her with obviously holding the weapons, because it just makes the figure look badass. Now, in the way of her articulation, the head can rotate, can also go up and down. You can kind of tilt it side to side. Arms go in and out, forward and back. Bend at the bicep, or elbow. Lower arm rotation, the wrist can rotate and the hand can go in and out. She does have upper rotation right there in the upper torso. A slight ab crunch. The legs, they don't really go in and out, but they go forward and back. She's got a bend at the knee, lower leg rotation, and the foot can rotate and it goes up and down. So she's got really good range of motion. It also has a little bit of toe articulation, not much, but she's got a little. So there is Sarah Palmer. This is a really cool figure, guys. Definitely, you know, if you guys are Halo fans, you're going to want to pick this one up. So there's that one. Now we're going to take a look at Thorne. Right, here is Thorne right here, Spartan Thorne. Man, this one's cool, man. I love the colors on this guy. Being that blue and red are pretty much my favorite colors. And this guy, I don't know what it is, kind of reminds me of Chappie. But I guess maybe the way it looks a little bit. But you zoom in a little bit, get a close-up on the actual sculpt of the figure. It looks awesome. He's got this really, really cool big old gun right here, which he holds well. You got to just pry the hands open a little bit to actually get him to hold this. So you can see the cool little details. There is the front right there, if that's going to focus in, which it probably won't. And then there's a side look at that, and then we'll show you the other side again. It's got this huge peg right there, so if you wanted to peg the weapon on the side of the figure. And we'll get him out right here, get you guys a little close-up on him on the helmet. So there's a close look at the helmet of the character right here, which looks really cool. So you can see the side detail. He's got that kind of like orangey visor. And there's a top look at the helmet, which looks really good. And then you got it right there, the side. I'll show you guys a quick look at the back, which almost looks like it shares the kind of like the same sculpt as Palmer. You can see all the cool little details right here. I'll get to show you guys this way so you guys can see the lower legs in the back. There's a side view, all the little details. So you can see the peg right there if you wanted to peg the weapon there. And then there's a side view of the feet. There's a bottom look at the feet right there. And I'll show you guys a top look. So you can see how cool this is, and then we'll show you guys just the overall armor. There's a side view of the figure. There's the shoulder pads right there. Very nice, and you got a little like sticker logo right there on the left shoulder pad. Very, very cool. Love how this guy came out, and he's got a little bit of like weathered as well on this guy too, so you can see a little bit of, especially like right here on the lower part of the figure, he's got a little bit of weathering. Very nice, and you got the black suit underneath all the armor and everything. Just really, really cool. I love how this one came out. Just overall badass figure. He's got that, I think I already said that, but he's got the peg right there. So that's pretty much it for him. He looks like he almost, if not, he does. Maybe, no, there's actually a few little differences in the sculpting on him. Yeah, it is a little different. Now, as far as articulation, as Thorne goes, the head can rotate, it goes up and down. You can tilt the head. Arms go in and out, forward and back, bend at the elbow, lower arm rotation. The hand can rotate and go in and out. Upper torso rotation, got the crunch, ab crunch right there. Legs go in and out, not much. They go forward and back. Actually, they don't go forward and back too well, though. Bend at the knee, lower leg rotation. Foot can go up and down, and you can rotate it. This one, the toe, same thing, you can go up and down. Actually, you know what? You can rotate the toe too. Oh, so that's pretty cool. Let me see if she does this. Yeah, you can rotate the toe. Very nice. So there's Thorne. And there you have it, guys. There's my review. Today we were taking a look at the Mcfarlane Toys Halo, what is this, Halo 3? Or they say Halo 4? I think it's Halo 4. We're taking a look at Series 3. Yeah, it's Halo 4 Series 3. We have on the left JUL MDAMA. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. We got Spartan Thorne, which is on the far right, and we got Commander Palmer in the middle. Again, I'm not too familiar with the video games. I played it a few times. I'm not sure which Halo game I played, but I have played Halo several times. And again, my buddy gave me these figures to review to see what I thought about it, try to get me back into gaming and maybe even buy some of the action figures. But you know what? These action figures are very, very cool. And again, I believe NECA did make an 18-inch version of these. But if you want this scale, which is like the 6-inch kind of scale, 5-6 inch, then Mcfarlane Toys is your best choice. And I know NECA is also making helmet versions for motorcycles, which is pretty badass. If you want to pick these figures up, head over to bigbadtoystore.com, click on the link below. You can pick up all 3 figures as a set or, you know, individually. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the figure and the review. Drop a comment down below, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.